imagine that you might have questions about who you are and where you come from. Now that the time has come, I can give you this. What happened to your true family is not my place to tell. However, you may find answers to the north. Encrypted in the pages of this book is a map. I beg that you do not let this information fall into the wrong hands. For now, I feel I should tell you more about your heritage. In the beginning, Rayshan, also known as Bahamut, Paladin, and the Dragon Father, created the first dragons from his perch on Mount Celestia. His creations included Tamara, the Benevolent One, Lendis, the Spirit of Justice, Aesterinian, the Master of Mirth, and Halal, the Keeper of Creation. At first, all dragons had metallic hues of gold, silver, copper, brass, and bronze. Rayshan gave them a derivative to guide and protect the lesser races, i.e. humans, elves, dwarves, without revealing themselves publicly. This is why dragons mostly remain apart from other civilized societies. However, it was not to last. Tiamat, also known as Tarkisis and the Dark Lady, soon rebelled. She whispered into the hearts of dragons, filling them with dark desires. While many were able to resist, the dark whispers still abound in each dragon to this day. Some of the dragons became so enamored with riches and rarities that their greed overcame their desire to follow the Dragon Father's directive. They broke away from dragon society, gradually becoming more and more aggressive in obtaining valuables, while at the same time becoming more and more jealous in their desire to hoard and guard what they had obtained, stolen, or even pillaged. Rayshan looked upon these wayward children with sadness. He determined to mark those who had broken his directive and separated themselves from dragon society. He tarnished their scales, and their metallic skin dulled to chromatic hues of red, blue, green, white, black. Few of them were shamed by their transformation, and even fewer sought to atone their misdeeds. Those that atoned became known as the Gem Dragons. For the most part, greed and ambition drove the chromatics to greater and greater works of evil and destruction. They forgot about dragon society and even isolated themselves from each other when some began to fight and kill each other in the pursuit of greater and more valuable hoards. Tiamat is in direct opposition to Bahamut and lives on Avernus, the topmost plane of Bator. As an evil goddess, she relishes the destruction and fear that the evil dragons cause. To those who abandon the Dragon Father's directive, she bestowed dragon fear, which causes fear to all who look upon them. It is through Tiamat's machinations that for the vast majority of races in the world who are intelligent enough to understand, the word dragon is associated with fear, destruction, greed, and death. The golden dragons are organized in family groups. They are monogamous, and pairs mate for life. While both males and females participate in hunting, defense, and secretly aiding the races of the world, once a clutch of eggs is laid, the females dedicate themselves to watching over them and raising the eventual hatchlings. Around 3 to 6 females will combine their eggs together into a single clutch, and they will bond together to keep each other company as they wait for the eggs to hatch. These are called clutch mothers, and the bond they form with each other has been known to reach a level akin to sisterhood. Dragon eggs normally take upwards of 200 years to gestate and finally hatch. While most females will have 1 or 2 clutches of hatchlings in their lifetimes, some rare females have been known to have up to 5. The first dragon to hatch is designated as the first clutch mate. This is a great honor and privilege, as he or she will be the first to receive instruction and upbringing from the clutch mothers. Once the next hatchlings emerge, usually several years later, but sometimes 15 years or more, the first clutch mate will become responsible for the other hatchlings, teaching them what he or she has already learned. However, still true to their directive, the good dragons kept their long vigil over the races of the world, quietly giving aid and guidance where they could, while preventing the world at large from knowing. In rare cases, they reveal themselves to an individual or small group from the civilized races in order to facilitate their goals, but always with a strict command to never spread the knowledge of dragon society. Dragon government is loosely organized and best resembles a gerontocracy ruled by the eldest. As dragons normally live for centuries, some lasting upwards of 1,500 years, they continually gain knowledge and wisdom over time. Thus, the elder dragons are normally wiser, although not always. Wisdom is highly valued among dragons, and younger dragons will politely address their elders with the honorific Lutke, meaning wiser than I. 3 to 5 of the eldest among a dragon society will form a council of elders, which is responsible for governing, judging, and resolving disputes. I know that love to a mortal, I must watch the world move past him, but such short moments make an eternity worth living. Kitty, bronze dragon. It's very common for a metallic dragon to mate with a mortal. Golden and silver dragons mate for life, so if the mortal succumbs to old age, it is highly unlikely that they will find another mate. Copper and bronze dragons are less rigid, having multiple mates over their lifetimes. In order to mate, however, the dragon must remain in their disguised form. This becomes even more difficult for a female, who must carry their child in their disguised form throughout the pregnancy. If she reverts to her natural dragon form while pregnant, then what happens is... Goodness, I'm a man of science. Why is this so difficult to talk about? Just don't. If you plan on having children with a mortal, do not revert to dragon form under any circumstances. I love you, my little cookie monster. Your adopted father, Hawthorne.